Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Kentucky Wildcats. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for room at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards of pop. They are gashing this defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Pope. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Looking for a productive play on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Now the pitch. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Kentucky.
Line gets set, first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pulls and fired complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Fair catch called for and made. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. Open space at the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. The option look. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Here's what I think. Offense is about finesse. It's about, shifts and motions. When you get to be in the goal line area and the field starts to shrink, you better be able to punch somebody in the mouth and get positive yards. Not trickeration, not flip it to a guy with speed out wide, not do something different. You better be physical at the point of attack, move guys out of the way, and run the football.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over West Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The running back has it.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can roll the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
That's the end of the first quarter. Notre Dame, 14. Kentucky, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Wildcat is headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Gets it out fast. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. Third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish, back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And another huge play in the passing game. Shades of Golden Tate or Will Fuller. That yards per catch can be off the charts.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that can go deep and make huge plays. I tell you what, this Notre Dame offense can be so great. If you continue to find that guy and he keeps putting up big numbers, everything else for this offense will open up, and it will be so easy.
The give to the tailback. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Kentucky Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The play action fake. Feeling some heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Can't get him to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive, let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Stumbled to the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Trying to get to him. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Quarterback checking the play. Now from inside the red zone. The throw. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
28, Kentucky 21.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Kentucky going quickly. On the move. On the move at the 30. Can anyone catch him? And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball and let him go to work.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running game. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Power football with the run. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Ball is loose. Oh, and fortunate to get that one back, and that's an added bonus. They get the first down. I don't know, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Give him 6. Touchdown, Kentucky! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you...
He's off to the races. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
35. Kentucky, 28.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Oh.
He's into the open down the middle. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Give to the single back. Running with power. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
That is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. On the option. The pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Using his feet, he bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Took a shot as he threw. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking for a crease to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Trying to stop this guy has been a near impossible task. You want to become an Irish legend, like maybe the most legendary of all Notre Dame backs, George Gipp, win one for the Gipper. How about just running one with this guy?
Yeah, you want to win some hardware at the end of the season, too. Just keep feeding him the rock, letting him do his thing. Running the football with such success makes everything easier on offense. But when you can hand the ball off to the right, to the left, up the middle, have success, yes, please.
Of the third quarter of play, with the score, Kentucky 38, Notre Dame 35.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Off play action. He uncorks one deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The back goes in motion. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 11 to West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Kentucky right back to the line. He'll try the left side. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. Finds a man on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense. After the misfire, now on second down.
They're going to run it to the right. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 35, he's got room. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.